Report a shot fired at officers trying to stop the vehicle.
We have one officer shot.
We got shots fired. Sounded like an automatic firearm.
Copy, code red, shots fired.
We have an active shooter. We have an active shooter inside the warehouse.
Now it's Shots Fired with your hosts TJ Kirgin, Dinah Death Milberg, and the lovely Krystal Powers.
Welcome back to another episode of Shots Fired. I'm your host for this wonderful Saturday morning, TJ Kirgin, a.k.a. Sig Glockencolt. And I'm sitting here with my partner in warlordism.
That's a new term. I like that. Warlordism.
Yes. Well, they call me the local warlord.
Yeah.
And you're pretty much a local warlord as well.
Yes.
You know, and this is Dinah Death Milberg, everybody.
Yo.
We got no Krystal Powers again this week. And
No.
You notice the trend?
No.
You know,
You're gone and she. No.
Correct.
No. You're gone.
If I'm
Yes.
here, she doesn't show up. And then if I'm not here, she does show up.
She's avoiding you like seed oil.
I think you're correct.
Wow.
I think you're correct. Are you saying I'm as toxic to a woman as seed oil?
I mean, you said it, not me.
In other words, I get into their system and there's no way to get me out.
That's a good thing.
Yes, much like AIDS.
Wait, who was that other voice we just heard? Was that?
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I speaking without being introduced? My bad.
Yeah, you weren't here.
I know. I was late today. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That is, that's Chris Dixon, everybody. Notorious FDE.
Thank you.
Which stands for Flat Dark Earth.
Or Fat Dark Earth or
Well,
Fat.
it used to be Fat
Energy.
Dark Earth, but now you've lost a bunch of weight.
I know.
Because you like limited the seed oil
I did.
toxicity.
I talked to Krystal a lot about that, by the way.
Yeah?
We talk about nutrition and everything. I think that's why she doesn't talk about it on the show as much anymore, is because, like, well, one, she's not here as much, but two,
Right.
she gets it all out with me.
Well, and she was here last week.
Yeah.
And you guys had a really good show.
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet, but I have heard something that's got me a little, upset.
Here we go.
What did I do?
Well, you know, we put these shows, we're on podcast, right? So you can subscribe to the Shots Fired podcast by just searching Shots Fired on any podcast platform. Or you can listen to it on the app, the 93.3 Real Talk app. You can podcast it there. You can also listen live on the app. And if you are listening live on the app right now, say hi to us. We'll be watching the app and chatting back with you.
Hello.
But you can also watch these podcasts on YouTube. Right?
Correct.
What YouTube channel is that?
That is, I can't say it on the air, so
Well, yeah, you can. You just spell it and don't say the vowel.
You can't spell TJ.
I can't.
Oh, you
I
can't
can't
spell it all.
It's tactical
SHT, or is there a vowel in there?
SHT.Official.
Oh, so there is no vowel.
Tactical
you can say
SHT
tactical SHT
dot official.
official.
Yeah. Or if you just type in our name, tactical
still come up.
SHT,
Hi.
will
Yeah,
come
you
up.
can search that and
Yeah,
you'll find it.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the videos are on YouTube, and now since YouTube deplatformed us,
Of course.
years ago, we had 120,000 subscribers. We had over 900 of the most hysterical parody videos.
Couple videos
and
in the millions.
Saturday Night Live style skits and Living Color style skits. You know, about things like ISIS and Antifa, and you know, if it was happening in the world, we would make fun of it. Like right now, if we were still YouTubers, I'm sure we would do a lot of videos where I'm wearing a dress. Because the trans nastiness that's going on.
I would think it would be a lot of see-through like rain clothes, because we would try to do the transparent. You know,
the
since you're a pop,
transparent pants. Yeah,
since you're a pop,
my transparent pants idea would be going far. If
Yeah, I
we,
was gonna say, how's that going? Is that taking off?
well, I'm still working on who's going to actually make the pants and what material we're going to make them out of.
That makes sense.
You know, because we don't want them to fog up when you fart.
that is true.
That is
Yeah,
an
they
issue.
have to be
Yeah.
properly ventilated
You
to
can't-
be transparent pants.
You can't play
so
Who
that you
Smelt the
can
Delta
see
if you
my
can see it.
gender. Anyway, so we have a YouTube channel that you can watch this show, so you can actually see my ugly mug, his ugly mug,
Yes.
Chris's ugly mug, and the beautiful Krystal Powers. And but anyway, so you guys, normally our YouTube channel our show has been getting like 500 views, you know, and evidently last week's show, the show I was not on that Krystal was here for, has gotten some like 5 times that.
It's at like 3,000, I think.
Oh, well, that's 6 times then. So 600% increase in viewership when I'm not here. You guys hate me, don't you?
On his own show.
Yeah, is it really?
I was trying to figure it out, like, legitimately. I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute. that seems high. And then I went back and looked, and it's like 278, 4 something, 3 something, 3 something, 2 something, 4. And then last week's is like,
And I tried
2,900.
I try to give TJ every chance. Like I don't say the names anymore in the description. So I just tag you guys all at the bottom. So I don't say, oh, it's got TJ and Alex. That way there's no favorites.
Yeah.
Because I'm producing
Maybe
them.
it's the credit. Maybe it's the title, just the ATF credit card thing, or whatever.
ATF hates your credit card.
Yeah.
I
Your
don't know,
business cards.
whatever you're doing, keep doing it because of
Thank you.
the view. And in the grand scheme of things, 3,000 views is really not a big deal.
No.
We have 50,000 watts on this radio tower, and we're talking to people all over the state of Missouri.
True story.
Right?
And the Illinois.
Yeah, and our podcasts get thousands of downloads and whatnot. So YouTube's not a big focus for us. Ever since they deplatformed us, we lost 120,000 subscribers. We lost 900 plus videos. We lost millions of views. All that work, all that sweat, all that blood. And I pretty much said, screw it. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, YouTube's not important to me. But if we can get this show to grow a YouTube channel, I think that'd be great. So if you're listening, please go find the YouTube channel, watch the videos, hit the thumbs up.
We do a lot of like firearm reviews, parts reviews, gear reviews, SHOT Show coverage.
Yeah, and what
there's
Chris-
still good stuff on there.
And Chris also does a great job of producing these shows.
Yeah.
He throws in a lot of memes and other graphic support to some of the humor that we're talking about or some of the ridiculousness, makes it entertaining to watch and listen at the same time. So go over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe bell. That's very important. Hit the thumbs up and leave us a comment. Let us know that you're a 93.3 Real Talk listener or a podcast listener, and you're coming to check us out on the podcast. And if you don't want to see my ugly face, just watch last week's show. My guess is that you put Krystal in the main seat, and her beauty, along with your great clickbait title, got us all those views.
I put her over where you could get a nice profile of
It's
her.
way better than the last time you did an edit because you put the words over her face. No, it was her name. It was
her
Krystal
name.
Powers, and it was right over her face.
It was like for 3 seconds, maybe, of a clip that I didn't see. Magazine. Sorry.
We don't say clip on this radio
Magazine.
show.
Come on. How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, you can have
Video magazines.
You can have paper magazines. You can have video magazines. There's no
Lord.
such thing as clips unless it is a weapon that loads from the top
Okay.
with a metal clip.
Yeah.
Clip.
Yes.
Could be boy.
Do you call it a clip or a magazine? If you're listening to if you're on the
let us
app,
know.
let us know.
Does
We
it
can
still
fun-
make-
we could correct you and make fun of you?
Does it still make you guys cringe, though, when you hear people call them clips?
Somebody did it just the other day in a conversation with me, and yes, it raises all the hair on the back of my buttocks.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
And I admit, my dad used to call them clips. But it used to be common vernacular, but it's not technically correct.
No.
A magazine is inserted from the bottom, and a clip is inserted from the top.
I don't know why it's so hard to.
What guns actually use clips?
As far as I'm aware, only the SKS,
Mausers.
some Mausers, M1 Garand.
Yeah, the Garand is the most famous clip-fed
The
assault rifle.
the Steyr 1900. Like back in World War II, there was a
sure you
lot of
just
top
made up
mounts.
a gun.
No, I play a lot of video games.
Basically, old rifles
Yeah, old
made
stuff.
of tree and steel.
Yes.
ARs in California.
Good point. That is a good point. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Real quick, before we get off on the tangent of Clip Magazine again, we have some special vernacular we hear in our store in St. Louis. I have a new one that I picked up at the store in Orlando.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Show and tells.
Show and tells.
What?
Show and tells.
What's that mean?
So you heard of the extendo.
Yes, I'm familiar.
You
with
heard
it.
about the drums.
Estendo is the Ebonics vernacular for magazine extension, which allows your magazine to carry usually 2 to 3 more rounds.
Yeah. So if you have a Glock 9mm with the stick or
Why
the
did you say it
extendo,
like that?
because that's what
That
I'm
was racist.
9mm.
Oh no, you have an impediment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can take the boy out of the hood, but you can never take the hood out of the boy. Anyway,
Why did you let the whole hood?
Can you just finish?
because I'm dirty. Anyway, so a show and tell 33 round magazine that you can see through.
Oh. So you,
ETS.
Show and tell.
yeah, that's an ETS match.
Show and tell them how many you got and what you got.
Right. Because when you hold that that Glock with that stendo, that show and tell stendo.
Yeah.
You hold it at 90 degrees above your head as you grab a part of your body that is in your nether regions and you throw the bullets at your enemy. You're definitely showing and telling them what you got.
Yep.
And as you chuck those rounds across the street, you can they can watch the Pez dispenser empty.
That's my favorite part about see-through mags is you can watch the bullets go away. But if you're watching the bullets go away, you're definitely not looking at the target. But it's fun to watch in videos.
Well, you know what? If somebody's showing and telling you with
Showing
a
and
stendo,
tells,
the
yep.
best thing to do is stand still.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be fine.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. The bullets are gonna hit like the 2-year-old down the street in a house somewhere on a couch.
But yeah, show and tell. That's a new one I wanted to share with you guys.
That's okay. First, I've
thank
not
you.
heard that
I've
yet.
never heard of show and tell.
Never heard.
So we've done 2 things this morning so far. We've educated you on the difference between a clip and a magazine, and we've taught you a new ebonics term in the firearms industry. That brings us to the end of this segment. I promise you, when we come back, we're going to talk about something that means something. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and I told you before the break that we were going to come up with some content of substance. You know, this show, Shots Fired, sponsored by TacticalSht in St. Peters with other stores in Orlando, Florida, and Clearwater, Florida. We sell guns, ammo, suppressors, gear, night vision, body armor, and all the things you need to protect your home, family, vehicle, animals, farm, whatever it is.
Clips.
No.
Magazines.
You can.
Are you protecting your clips?
You
You're
are.
really confusing
You're
me.
protecting your clips.
But
That's
anyway,
one of the lists of things to protect.
This show airs on Saturday. Today's Thursday. We record early because none of us like to wake up this early on a Saturday.
Facts.
So Friday, which is tomorrow, are you having a night vision class again?
Yes.
We always seem to
Friday
do
of the
this. We promote them after the the show.
I don't know why. Well,
So-
it's because we think of it before,
Yeah.
before the event,
Yeah.
which then we realize during the radio show airs after.
This is
the
what
event.
happened when middle-aged bearded white men own companies. So we were really bad at certain things. We're really good at shooting. We're really good at self-defense stuff, tactics. We're good at teaching.
Yes.
But we're really bad at the marketing thing. So by the time you're hearing this, we've already had it. But we have the night vision experience.
First Friday every month.
Yes, that's right. And it's a lot of fun.
Friday of every month.
So the first Friday of every month at our St. Peter's store, you can come and you can try out for free binoculars or single monocular night vision.
Yep.
I think we even have the video night vision from Psionics sometimes, don't we? Yes.
I haven't
no?
had a helmet mounted, but we do have one.
Yeah. So
There is
you
an exchange.
can put on a helmet with night vision and actually run a course of fire with a Daniel Defense airsoft rifle in
And
our warehouse.
We're going to have some
with
guest appearance
instruction.
pistols. It's a Taurus, but it's airsoft, so it doesn't matter. We've got a little Taurus airsoft pistol.
Yeah.
That hurts quite a bit.
It's
Good.
fun.
And
Airsoft is an
also-
awesome training tool. For weapon manipulation, weapon safety,
Force on
force, scenarios. All you need really is eye protection.
Yeah.
Maybe face protection so you don't get a BB stuck in your cheek. If you
Gloves.
gloves,
You're
yeah,
going gloves.
yeah, gloves. But we're starting to sell more airsoft at our store and on our website. So
Yeah.
that's because we believe that airsoft is for more than little kids to go play. Airsoft is really an excellent training. It's got training viability is incredible.
Just don't come from airsoft and then try to teach actual firearm training.
Yes, that goes
Not
back.
going to mention
I
any
think
names.
it typically goes the other way. The
Lucas
airsoft
Schmuckins,
guys that really
stuff like
want
that.
to do the stuff, they're the mill sim guys. They learn real weapons handling from real weapons handlers.
Yeah.
That's kind of the direction it should go. You don't want to teach a Green Beret from an airSofter isn't going to teach a Green Beret, but a Green Beret is definitely going to teach an airSofter.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
I'd say that's a fair assessment.
So anyway, we've got the first Friday every month. We've got our night vision experience.
Yes.
You can come in. No purchase necessary.
It's a Facebook event.
And
and
if
it's a
you
lot of
attend
fun.
the event, you get 5% off your purchase if you decide to buy an IR laser or night vision that evening after the event. So
5% doesn't sound like much, but it's actually a lot.
when you
Because
when we're
night
talking-
vision's fairly expensive.
yeah, 3,500 to 11 grand, 5% adds up pretty quick.
Yes, it does. So lots and lots is going on in the news. This show we also talk about shootings that are media noteworthy.
Yeah.
Which are, active shootings and terrorist shootings and, things like that. School shootings, unfortunately, that we have to talk about. And there's been a lot of that going on this week.
There has.
It started down in Texas.
Yeah.
With an active shooter.
Yeah, I love how they led with that one. That's not really the case.
Well, not only that, they led with Texas man kills 5 people in his neighborhood with an AR-15.
Which, I mean, if you think about it, someone says Texas man shoots neighbor with AR-15. You're
You
picturing
instantly-
white dude in a cowboy hat.
White guy in a cowboy hat, yeah.
Yeah.
Marlboro man.
Yeah. Not remotely the case in this story.
No, he's not a Texas man. The shooter, who was captured now, he is finally in custody.
They got him last night, I believe.
Yeah. That would have been Wednesday night. He's in custody. He has been deported, I believe, 4 times.
Yes.
And so he's, what do you call that?
Illegal.
An illegal alien.
Alien? Yeah.
So he's not an active shooter. He's an alien shooter.
Which means he was probably in illegal possession of a firearm.
Well, yeah, because you're an illegal alien. You shouldn't have an
It's almost
AR-15
like
in
the
America.
laws don't matter to criminals. It's weird. I don't quite understand it. You'd think they'd obey the law, but they don't. It's
Right.
weird.
No, it's just Texas, man. There's just so many guns
You're
in
right.
Texas.
That's what it is. It's the guns.
There's no guns in Mexico, and the ATF didn't ship them all there.
No, there is one gun store for the entire country, and you literally have to
That
have
is
permission
a
from the
fact.
government. Everybody knows that is why Mexico is the most crime-free country on the planet.
Huh?
Wait, aren't they in the middle of like a multifaceted?
It's a
drug war with
civil
cartel?
war,
That
but
doesn't
they're
matter.
not
Yeah.
calling it that.
Isn't it a cartel civil war? Like the people
Well,
are
it's
shooting
the
at the
people
cartel.
against the
People
cartel.
can't
It's-
shoot against the cartel because the people don't have guns.
Oh.
The cartel does, but they didn't buy them from Mexico. They got them from the CIA.
And then you've got, it's kind of a
And then the
multifaceted war. 'Cause
cops
you
are
got,
shooting?
You got people versus the cartels.
Yeah.
You got cartels versus cartels. And then you also have the military and the police versus the cartels. But the military and the police, obviously, in Mexico are corrupt. So they are.
Cartel
So
versus cartel.
they're a cartel affiliate, right? So certain police departments might be with one cartel, another police department might be with another. The military is definitely on the side of certain cartels. And so it's all this crazy fighting down there.
Target rich environment.
Yes. But anyway, so this guy, I don't have the deets pulled up for it, but he's in his backyard. According to news media, he was in his garden shooting his AR-15.
very commonplace to do so.
And his neighbors, I guess it was later in the evening. They had some young children sleeping, and so they went over and they confronted him and asked him to stop shooting or to go shoot further away.
Yeah.
Because the kid's trying to sleep or whatever.
Right.
He then, I guess, kind of lost his stuff. And he made entry into their home and smoke checked everybody in the house, except for 2 children that were found under the dead bodies of the women. The women were covering them.
Yep.
And then I believe he went into another home and killed some more people. So it was more than one crime scene on the street. He basically just smoke checked a bunch of his neighbors with this AR-15. Left the AR-15 at the scene and then fled armed with a handgun. And he was being manhunted heavily for days.
Yeah.
But all during that time, the news media was very, very silent about the whole thing.
Yeah, and what info you did see was very selective.
Yeah,
in how
what
it was
info
worded.
you did see was Texas man kills neighbors with AR-15.
Yeah.
They didn't really get into the whole fact that he was an illegal alien,
Yeah.
that shouldn't have been in possession of a gun in the first place,
Yep.
that he was, not definitely a Texas man, that this is a criminal illegal alien that has been deported 4 times.
It might have been a race thing too, because
Right, because they were Hondurans. The victims were Hondurans. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if Mexicans and Hondurans don't get along, or
I've heard
whatever.
issues like
like
Puerto
Serbians
Ricans
and Bosnians, or
Yeah, correct.
Okay. But
So it could have been that.
Speaking of Serbia, when we come back after this break, there was an active shooting this week in Belgrade, Serbia, at an elementary school, which is very sad. I believe 9 children were murdered in this shooting. And it is a horrific event. We're going to talk about that. But you're also not hearing about this in the news media because they want you to believe that this only happens in America.
which is not remotely the case.
Not even close. We'll be back.
Bad boys, bad boys.
All right, we're back talking about the Serbian school shooting. The suspect, who is in custody in Belgrade, Serbia, is a 13-year-old boy in skinny jeans.
What?
That's the way it kind of described him as skinny jeans. 13-year-old boy killed 8 children and a security guard and injured 6 more children as well as a teacher. So this 13-year-old, let's add that up. 8 kids, security guard, that's 9. 6 more, that's 15, and a teacher. That's 16 victims, 9 of which were killed by a 13-year-old.
Wow.
The shooter has been named because I guess in Serbia they don't have laws protecting the identities of juveniles. Is Kosta Kekamanovic. And they said he was a pupil at the school in the center of Serbian capital since 2019. They said he used 2 of his father's guns for the shooting and may have been plotting the attack for a month.
Wow.
Head of Belgrade Police, Veselin Milic, said that the teachers also had 2, said that the teenager also had 2 petrol bombs, and had made a list of kids he planned to kill and their classes. The dead 7 girls and a boy born between 2009 and 2011. The sketch looks something like a video game or a horror movie, which indicates that he planned in detail from what class to what class and whom to liquidate. Now, that's the words of the Serbian police chief. So this 13-year-old goes to school with 2 of his dad's guns. They were both handguns. He had 3 magazines with 15 bullets in each magazine. And he just went classroom to classroom smoking mostly female students.
Huh.
And evidently had a plan to do so. He was taken into custody. Let's see here.
I have him on the BBC News. That's the article I'm reading off of, and they arrested his mom and dad too, which I thought was different.
Yeah.
They also took them into custody. And
Well, there's a lot of people in the United States, a lot of liberals that want to see that happen. Like if your kid goes off the reservation and smokes a bunch of people, especially with your gun, that you can be held criminally liable. I know you can be held civilly liable. Yeah. Because then you can be held civilly liable for anything. And, I don't know if we want to go into that here on this show right now, but because that's a
whole other segment.
That's a whole can of worms to open up, I think if you have a mentally challenged child and you allow them access to a gun and then something like this happens, should you be held responsible? That's a really, really tough one.
Yeah. So, according to current Serbian law, he can't be held criminally responsible as he's under 14.
Yeah.
So they're sending him to a psychiatric clinic. So I'm wondering if they're going to hold him there until he is above age and then jail him, or if they're going to just forever endowment in the psychiatric clinic.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually know a warlord in Serbia named Vladimir.
Yes, I feel like there's probably a lot of.
I will. You know what? Before next week's show, I will talk to Vladimir and see if we can get the inside scoop on what is really happening in Serbia with this shooting. Now, Serbia, the media has pointed out this week. In what news they have put this out, it's out there on a couple different publications, but they are quick to point out that Serbia is number 3 in the world for firearms. 3 with the U.S. being number 1, of course.
Yes,
but they talk about how there's a lot of guns in Serbia and how those guns are leftovers from the Serbian-Bosnian conflicts.
Yep,
and that there are amnesties that have been offered. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
To collect those guns and get those guns off the streets in Serbia. But I don't know. We don't know anything about the police response in Serbia. We can tell you that the Serbian SWAT are pretty serious dudes.
Yeah.
You know, the Serbian law enforcement is essentially Serbian government, right? They're feds, right?
Yeah.
There is no local popo. Right?
No.
Everybody's part of the military. Every company is owned by the Serbian government. It is a very, very communist state. And Serbian SWAT, we actually, the reason I know Vladimir, we're actually importing Serbian SWAT tactical gear.
Yep.
I just got the signature from the Department of Commerce yesterday.
Nice.
To be able to import that body armor. Tell me about the body armor that the Serbs use and how it's different from the body armor that American SWAT guys are using, and why we chose to bring it in.
It's pretty impressive. I honestly had no idea what to expect at first because it's Bosnia. You have no idea what kind of quality you're getting. Serbia, sorry.
Yeah, close.
Same thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that to them.
No. So it's pretty solid. It comes with a level 3 soft armor already in it. And then that means you can add a level 4 plates for even enhanced protection.
Wait, so you're talking about a plate carrier?
Yeah.
And it's level 3
right
already?
off the bat. Yeah.
Level
so
3A?
it stops handgun right off the bat.
So it's got level 3A pads in it. And then you can put plates in it on top of that to give you even more protection?
Yep.
Wow. And so we're actually going to take those with the level 3A, and it's good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like we actually thought when we first got the first sample, we were like, oh, this is going to be good. Serbian, you know.
It turns out
it's really, really good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, we've had 5 to 10 people offer to buy it right there.
Just the sample that's in the store.
They don't want to wait. They're like, no, I want that.
It's got the quick releases for the body armor.
Yeah.
And so we also are mating that in conjunction with ICW plates.
Yeah, we screwed up and ordered the wrong armor that looked like it was really good armor and lightweight, but we missed the whole ICW means in conjunction.
Yeah, that was actually my fault. That wasn't your fault. I was the one that did that.
Well, I figured I get blamed anyway.
Yeah, no, I was the one that did that. I ordered a pallet of body armor from one of our body armor manufacturers here in the United States, and I thought, wow, that's really lightweight level 4 armor. You know, it's
got half of it right.
It's really expensive, $600 a plate, but it's super lightweight. I think we should get some of that.
It's like 3.2 pounds.
Yeah.
Weight, I think.
Compared to a normal level 4 plate at 8 pounds.
Yeah, 7, 8 pounds.
Yeah. And so I ordered this pallet and then I get it in and I'm like, what's ICW mean? And they're like, in conjunction with. I'm like, well, in conjunction with what? Oh, well, it's only level 4 if it's in conjunction with level 3A. So when you add this super lightweight 3.2 pound plate to a soft body armor level 3A
then you're good.
vest, you now have level 4 ballistic rifle protection and a total package that weighs about 4 pounds. Well, 8 pounds because you got 3.5 or 3.2 in the front, 3.2 in the back, and then the carrier.
Yeah. Which is still nothing. That's equivalent to 1 plate.
So we've had these $600 armor plates sitting in our warehouse forever because cops are the only people that would ever want it.
Yep.
And cops can't afford $600 body armor.
Nope.
So now we're actually going to be packaging these with the Serbian carriers at an extreme discount, and we're importing the Serbian carriers as we speak. Should be here probably in August. I would say, well, no, I'd say July. June or July.
Are we able to talk about what I'm really excited about?
The
track suits.
Yes, we are also having our Serbian friends, Vladimir, the Serbian warlord, because they make really good nylon and really good tactical gear for the Serbian army and SWAT teams.
Yep.
Alex had this idea. There's a lot of companies out there, especially in the AK-47 world, that like to that do knockoffs of Adidas tracksuits. And so
that's kind of the whole Russian thing is you see them Slav squatting with AK-47s and ski masks on.
Yeah, the
it's
three stripe life, yo.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Gopnik life.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Oh, Lord.
So you know, there are pictures of me in existence, and I'm sure if Chris is editing this right, you will see them right now.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, you're right next to me, right there. and you know, I'm wearing a tracksuit and I'm Slav squatting with my gold AK. You know, and there's something just fun about that. And so you had found a company that was making camouflage.
Yes. Multicam black.
Tracksuits.
Yes.
With the 3 stripes on them.
In ripstop, too.
In ripstop, which is the tactical pants and shirts that it won't rip, right?
Yeah.
It's a type of material with a crosshatch in it that it won't snag or rip when it gets caught on something.
Yep.
And so now that company stopped making them because dun, 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 Adidas sues everybody that puts 3 stripes on anything.
Sadly.
Yeah. So we got with our Serbian counterparts and we designed a 4-stripe tracksuit.
Which almost resembles a
It does look similar to a 3-stripe trademarked Adidas tracksuit. However,
not.
upon further inspection, there are 4 stripes.
Yep.
And Adidas recently lost a lawsuit to a company in New York that they sued because they had 4 stripes, and the judge was like, nope, you got 3 stripes. They got 4 stripes. So check it out. It's coming soon. We will launch it in our email list first.
I'm planning on having one of each color because that's the other benefit. We're gonna have like 14 camouflage patterns of what we consider to be the greatest, most iconic camouflage patterns throughout the whole world, not just American patterns.
Yeah, we're doing an extremely limited run. I think we're doing 200 units of each camouflage pattern.
Well, let's face it, like 194 each after each one of our employees buys one of each color.
Yeah. These things are going to go fast. This is going to be one of those deals like Dixon flannels, where when we drop them, they're going to sell out in probably minutes. You know, if you want to get in on these are 60% cotton, 40% polyester ripstop. Okay. And they're going to be available. What all camos did we do? We did multicam black, tiger stripe,
jungle tiger stripe, desert tiger stripe, woodland, desert night camo, tricolor desert.
Did you do tricolor tropic?
Yeah, actually, multicam tropic.
Yeah, multicam tropic. Sorry,
fleck tarn. And then I just kind of blacked out on camouflage patterns and listed a whole bunch of others that I forgot.
Yeah, and I sent them all to them.
There's seriously like 14 different patterns this is going to be available in.
Yeah, we're bringing it. There's like 200 units each. I think we've got like 3,000 of these things coming. Yeah. So, and we will drop them not all at once. They will be dropped in small groups and batches, so that you always have an opportunity to get the next one that comes
out. Once it's gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to bring back the pinaflage?
Ooh. That's pinaflage is something that we should discuss.
Yeah,
but
we haven't made a pinaflage thing in a long time.
Yeah,
long.
It's G14 classified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super secret squirrel stuff. Yeah. You can't talk about pinaflage on the radio.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
it's G14 classified. Everybody knows that.
Sorry,
idiot.
My bad.
Oops. Oh, guys.
This is why we can't have nice things.
While you guys were chit-chatting, I looked up a couple of the Serbian gun regulations, because you can do that on gunpolicy.org.
Yep. Oh, yeah?
And want to tell you guys that they're pretty restrictive, and they're so restrictive they could be compared to some more liberal states.
It's almost like gun control doesn't work. And if you're wanting to do something bad, you're going to find a way.
Please tell us more about how Serbian gun laws are similar to California or Massachusetts. Did I not say that right?
So,
I did not. Massachusetts.
The minimum application for a firearms license in Serbia must pass a background check, which considers criminal, medical, and other various records. In Serbia, third-party character references for each gun license applicant are not required. You have to have a license to purchase ammunition and to purchase firearms. Long guns are only permitted by the state. Handguns, you must have a license to purchase handguns. In Serbia, only licensed firearm owners may lawfully acquire, possess, or transfer a firearm or ammunition. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
That's similar to Illinois.
That's similar to Illinois.
Yeah. So Serbia and Illinois have similar gun laws, and yet Serbia has mass shootings. That's amazing. We'll be back right after this. We talked about Serbia and Illinois having the same kind of gun laws, but hey, we got some good news out of Illinois this week, did we not?
Yeah. Did we?
We did. A judge has issued an injunction stopping, at least temporarily, the assault weapons and high-capacity magazine ban in Illinois. Really? So if you're listening to this station, 93.3 Real Talk, or a podcast, and you are behind enemy lines
stock up
in Illinois, you can drive across the bridge, come to see Tactical SH.T in St. Peter's, and we will stock you up with show and tells, stendos, 30-round AR-15 high-capacity, standard capacity magazines.
Flamethrowers.
Well, no, I don't think flamethrowers are banned in the thing. But
Just
anyway,
get one anyways.
basically, it has begun Illinois Freedom Week.
Yes.
This happened in California a few years ago, and we sent thousands and thousands of 30-round magazines into California in a short period of time. But during this injunction, you can take advantage, stock up on black rifles, 9mm ARs, 7.62x39 AKs, AR-15s, and any caliber you want. Import those things across those state lines into Illinois, and you now legally have it during the injunction period, and you are grandfathered. Now, hopefully the injunction is temporary until they completely shoot this ban out of the sky.
I really hope.
But you can never trust that in this.
Especially in Illinois.
Yep.
So if you're listening in Illinois right now, the thing you need to take away is that you can buy an AR-15 or any other derivative described in the Illinois ban as an assault weapon, or what they call a high capacity, what we call a standard capacity magazine. You can come over to TacticalSht in St. Peter's and get you some. You know, and if you don't want to do that, you can order it at shop.TacticalSht.com. You know, and if you don't like us, well, you can buy that stuff from other people. I did hear Brownells is also shipping to Illinois this week. Now because of this injunction. So, you know, I would rather if you spend the money with us, though. That would be really good.
Hey, random fact here.
Yeah.
At its height, Magpul was manufacturing and pumping out 500,000 PMags a day. Just thought you guys should know that.
Then why can I never find
500,000 PMags
a
day?
windowed FDE one? Why are they always
You want a
sold out?
windowed
Literally
show and tell
walk into the
FDE?
shop.
We got one in the shop.
We have a bunch.
There was those were the fastest ones to sell out in Orlando.
It's because the Marine Corps has contract on those. That's why. That's why that's more difficult to find.
Yeah, Marines can't count, so they need the window.
Yes.
To tell them how many bullets are left.
Show and tell.
You're not really wrong on that one.
No,
That's honestly one of the reasons they did that. Hey, while we're talking about Marines and other things like that,
Sorry.
May
He
13th.
hates it when I do that.
Like, I haven't hit. You know, you've got your like guy who's like 50s, 60s, retired Marine who like greets everyone with Semper Fi. Yeah, no, that's not me. I've not hit that age of motivation. I've still gotten out in the last 20 years to where I still don't like the Marine Corps very much.
I can't wait to show up to your house and see a big flagpole
So you
with a
don't-
Marine flag on the
not
front
gonna
of it.
So you don't want me to say raw?
So, May 13th, the, well, I can't say annual because it wasn't an annual anymore. The Silkies Ruck is back.
May 13th. Is that the week? When is this?
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So, not the day you're listening to this, but next Saturday.
Next Saturday at Tactical SHT in St. Peter's.
Be there starting at 9. We're going to step off probably about 10. Somewhere between 6 and 8 miles. I can't remember exactly.
So
Say what you will, Anheuser-Busch came through and donated about 2 pallets of beer. Seems like they're trying to redeem themselves.
Well, I heard they're just
their
giving
recent-
it away.
Well, that's, I think, part of the problem. Is, well, here, you can have this.
So wait a minute. So a ruck.
Yes.
Now some of these people might not know what a ruck
Yes.
is.
So in the Marine Corps, I don't know why. It's because the Marine Corps is stupid and they have to call everything by different names and everyone else to prove how special they are.
Flashlights.
So instead of just calling it a hike, apparently that's not tactical enough, so they had to call it a ruck.
Well, the difference between a ruck and a hike is the ruck, you're carrying a rucksack, and a rucksack should have weight in it, right? And so when you guys explained this to me 10, 15 years ago, and we had our first extremely successful ruck in St. Louis, in St. Charles on Main Street. We had over 600 people show up. It was amazing. Basically, we do these rucks. It's a parade of patriotism for the fallen.
Yep.
Okay, so we're doing it in honor of those who gave their life, made the ultimate sacrifice so that we could live in freedom and happiness here in this country. So we're doing it for the soldiers that died, right?
And this one's real special because this year, Mark Schmitz, father of Lance Corporal Schmitz, who was killed in Kabul when we were evacuating Afghanistan.
During the pullout.
At the airport.
He is one of the ones killed. His dad will be there representing his organization where 100% of the proceeds will be going to this year, the Freedom 13 Foundation. which helps combat vets and other veterans get a fresh start and things like that.
Right, so it's a local
great
Wentzville-based
organization.
charity
Yeah.
run by the father of a fallen Marine, of a recent fallen Marine, and so this is a parade, with maybe where everybody wears Silkies, short shorts, what are
Short
also known
shorts
as
putting it lightly.
Ranger panties.
Yeah.
Army basically skivvies.
Yeah, they're
right?
PT shorts. It's
Athletic
So-
shorts.
Now, the Marine Corps banned them. Marine Corps has actually, I don't know if they reversed it, but last I checked, the Marine Corps had actually published
As
a
pro-gay
MCO.
and trans that the military is, you would think that they would be encouraging them.
Well, the
You would
problem was
think.
the ladies' balls kept hanging out.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Well done.
So this is a parade. So if you want to walk with veterans in solidarity and for veterans that have fallen and get some free beer,
Yes.
even though it's AB product and we're not exactly happy
And Mark
about it.
Schmitz will be there with his booze truck.
You're going to have a booze truck.
Yeah, he's
so
got
this
proper
is a,
licensing and everything.
This is a parade that bar hops.
Yeah,
is what it
basically.
is.
Yeah.
With a little bit of exercise,
A
so you don't
parade
feel bad
of
about it.
half-naked men and women that bar hops with American flags.
Yes.
From bar to bar.
Yeah.
And so they leave our parking lot at what?
We'll probably step off about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So you want to be there around 9 to be part of the festivities.
Yeah.
Usually they got some canines out there. You can, get a bite sleeve and have some fun.
Yep.
There'll be other people cooking barbecue, I think. Are we doing that this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should have somebody out there barbecuing.
So we're gonna be barbecuing after the ruck. The ruck ends back in our parking lot, so they step off.
Yep.
You march down the service road with your flag, so everybody on Highway 70 sees the patriotism.
Yep.
And you go to the bar, and then you go to another bar, and you go to another bar, and everybody's doing push-ups and fun stuff and challenges and doing shots, and then they ruck back. And I forgot to say, one of the things, so you have to have a rucksack, right? The idea is for you to be wearing body armor or carrying a rucksack, which is a backpack.
Not mandatory, but it is.
It's not
encouraged.
mandatory, but one of the theories is that you're carrying the weight because the fallen soldier cannot.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
And so putting a little extra weight is what makes it a ruck.
Yep.
Carrying something. I've seen veterans that are carrying like extremely heavy things,
Yeah.
like
Logs.
giant logs and stuff for those that cannot carry them themselves anymore. It is an emotional event. I
Yeah.
got goose pimples just thinking about it. I hope that you come, if nothing else, just to see the spectacle.
Yeah, show up, take video, take
last
pictures.
year's attendance was very disappointing. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that this year we can get people out of their houses, we can get people to the store and to participate in the ruck.
May
It'll be a lot of
13th,
fun.
9 a.m.
Next
We have-
Saturday at 9 a.m. So you can actually listen to the show.
Yeah.
You
You got to be beforehand for once.
You could listen to the show while you're on the ruck.
And we do have an event on our Facebook page, the STL Shop Facebook page,
Yep.
and the main Facebook page. I think the only place we haven't put it out yet is Instagram. But yeah, it's there. Please tell us you're interested. Tell us you're going so we can get a head count of people, and also just share the heck out of it because that's really going to help. This being on the local radio should help us get a lot too.
And again, all the money raised is going to go to the Freedom 13 Foundation to help vets.
Yeah, which is a really, really cool. It's really it's a neat foundation, and we were part of the Schmidt's arrival home.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Yep. We rode with the. I think we did a motorcycle ride, didn't we?
With probably, close to 1,000 other bikes.
Yeah, close to
I had guess
1,000
it's probably
bikes.
About 1,000 plus bikes.
There'll probably be some people with bikes there too, because typically we got bikes and or local cops that kind of shut down intersections for us
Yep.
and do all that. It's a really, really neat experience.
It is.
I'm hoping I could be there. I'm not sure if I'm out of town that weekend, but I'm going to try to be there for it. And definitely everybody from our shop's going to be there. Hopefully a lot of our families will be there. But if you can, please come to Tactical SH
Aye.
in St. Peter's, 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10 o'clock a.m. next Saturday from here in this show. Be part of the Ruck on the 13th to honor the fallen. It's called the Till Valhalla Ruck for the Fallen. And this is probably like, the 8th or 9th time we've done it. Anyway,
Give or take, yeah.
we'll see you there because this show is over. And we are out. Keep your head on a swivel. Carry everywhere. Carry every day. And by God, get some training.